Good morning, my people. I'm just coming from running, so that's why I'm sweat. Um, but I just wanna get out my message right now. See, I feel like in this world right now at the moment, we see a lot of division. So the devil tries to divide to conquer, because when the people are in unity and in peace, then he wouldn't have a chance to enter. So division. Everywhere we look is division. All right. People are divided. And what we see is a division, also the war of the genders. So female versus man is going crazy. And there is also a lot of confusion in this field. You know, there is also misunderstanding and deception going on. So a lot of women seem to think, feminism is, feminism. Well, I'm of course I'm not a specialist in this, so I'm really afraid. Today when I was running, I saw a woman, and when I saw initially I felt anxiety, and then I saw her, and she looked straight at my dick. I'm telling you, she didn't look in my eyes. She looked down there, so like this. Normally, there is men who do this. They look in a certain area of the woman, and then she says, "Hey, guy, I have eyes, okay?" But this woman looked straight at she looked down there. And this is a very masculine behavior. Like, she would, she was like, "I'm straight taking it from you. I'm not interested in contact in your eyes, in anything, speaking, saying hello, moral, ethical, behavioral contact. No, I'm just looking at your treasure that I want to, I'm taking it straight from you." I was afraid of this woman, right? I didn't say nothing. I just went past her. And so feminism is the struggle for equality. That's my definition, but I'm not a specialist in this case. But I think it is, equality is necessary. I'm a person who is for inclusion and inclusive thinking. This means I say I'm an Israelite. I say I'm a Rasta. I say I'm this. I define myself the way I want. And if you as an Israelite say, "Oh no, you're not an Israelite, you exclude me." If you as a Rasta say, "No, you're not a Rasta," I'm saying I'm more than that, than you, because you exclude yourself. You're not excluding me. And the thing is, the problem is when people want to put their own worldview and identity. What I want to say, let me make it clear. It is absolutely okay to identify you as whatever you want. Your gender, your belief, where you come from, how you're born, you can define it any way you want. But do not exclude others from it, and don't put your view on others. Okay? It is problem we have with vegetarians or vegans a lot too, because they try to make people feel bad who do not eat the same way as they do. That's not okay. And the problem with what I mean with a lot of confusion going on is that a lot of feminists or women seem to think that the goal is to compete with men in being masculine. So, and when I was running today, I thought about an irony also with the what is that, that thing with LGBTQ? I don't even know the right way to speak it, you know what I mean? And this also causes confusion. Let's say there are boys growing up today, and boys, especially men, going through humiliation rituals several times in their development, because there's always and especially those with a lot of potential and light and energy being attacked by groups of others, because the world is full of power structures already, and they will oppress and suppress, uprising new kings. So boys will go through several humiliation rituals and will go through crisis and feeling weak. And today they will be tempted to say, all right, I pull out of the competitive thinking of this, all the men will put this competitive thinking on them, and then they might be tempted to say, okay, I pull out, I become a woman now. But the irony is, on the other side, they will meet the most masculine personalities and spirits they could ever imagine. Like, really, it's crazy. And this is, in my opinion, not the solution. The solution is not that women compete with men in masculine ways. Being highly competitive and having the desperate need from this thinking of, okay, we coming from oppression, we have been oppressed, now we have to revenge, or now we have to win at any cost and get to the highest position. And I think that's not a solution. I think every domain, the feminine and the masculine domain, has their own virtues, and every individual has to invent them and live them and show them. All right, so this is division and confusion happening. And this is all the same with racism. Now, there's a difference between feminism and racism, because, in my opinion, there is a difference between man and a woman. There is masculine and there is feminine principle, but there is not a difference in races. And this is why racism is not, in my opinion, I have overcome racism. I am not making differences in people based on where or how they are born. I judge people based on their deeds, in long-term deeds. That's the only way I judge them, okay? I'm not making differences based on their color or on where they are born. I have overcome this, but it's in so many heads, and this is confusion and deception. And it's okay to refer to your ancestors and where you are born, to identify yourself, to find your identity, to find what fits you, what did your ancestors do. This can help you very much, big deal. But don't exclude others from anything. If a person wants to have dreadlocks, this is great. They're not stealing the dreadlocks from you. If a person is inspired by you, this has used to be hospitality, not hostility. It is, we need connection. We need to learn from each other. Yeah, there's so much division going on. They want everybody to fight with everybody. Yeah, so what we need is, the thing is, we need people who are able to confront others. When we want a community, a nation that works, we need people who are equally born, and when they use all the equal rights to the maximum, to the extreme, if you use all your rights, you will have duties, and it comes with responsibility. So when you use all your rights to the far extent, you will step on others' toes, and then you will need to be able to confront others and be confronted by others. And when you dish out, you will have to be able to take as well. It means we don't need power structures, okay? We don't need law enforcement. Law enforcement is not for the people anymore. It's being, a lot of laws are being pushed through in the absence of a lot of politicians, and are being made by corrupt politicians. So it's not for the people anymore. We need people who are educated and can speak for themselves, and it's a 1 versus 1 situation when you have a problem with someone, and and there can be elders supervising this. They represent ethical and moral code and experience, and they can supervise this. And it's about dialogue. It's about, this is a human ability that we have, but it's being ripped of us. It's taken away from us. And this is why the law enforcement system is also being used against good people nowadays. It does not create equality anymore. So this is a message for now. I got more content coming. I want to speak about how people use the law system, how narcissists are very good at infiltrating power structures and using power structures of the world to enable what they do. Let's talk about that. And this also brings people who collaborate with the wrong people. So if the narcissist is, infiltrating power structures and people, these people enable the narcissist, and they are in danger. Because when this comes to light, what they did, they clearly did the wrong thing, and it will be not good for their career and their reputation. I will bring this video soon.